Hey guys, welcome back. We've made it through halfway of the week back from Thanksgiving break. So we're going to start our notes today with notes on Pythagorean theorem on a grid. Another way that you might see this on a test is with distance between 2 points. So go ahead and pause the video, copy the slide into your notebook, and push play once you're ready for me to explain. Okay, so on a problem, if you ever see a problem that's asking you to find the distance between 2 points or the length between 2 points, that is a key, or those are keywords that tell you you're going to use the hypotenuse shortcut or the C shortcut. So C equals square root of a squared plus b squared. Okay, you already learned how to use this. We're just using it on a different type of problem now. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video, copy the steps on the left, and I do need you to draw this in your notebook on the right-hand side. Just draw it to the best of your ability. What matters is that you have this line drawn the way I have it drawn on my screen, and that you have your X, your Y axis. Just make it look like mine to the best of your ability. Okay, push play once you're ready for me to explain. Okay, so if you're given a problem that's asking you to find the distance between 2 points or the length between 2 points, if they don't have the points plotted on a grid, you're going to have to plot them yourself. Now, in these examples, I did plot them for you. So we already have them on our grid and we have them connected. What we're going to do from here is we're going to draw a right triangle with this part, okay? The part that they're giving me on the grid will always be side C. Then you're going to use your a straight edge, whatever you have at home, to connect these and make it look like a right triangle. Okay, so we're going to go straight across and then straight up. Okay, like that. All right, then we're going to count the leg measurements. And what I like to do to help you guys understand what I'm counting is I like to highlight it. So let me highlight this part here in yellow and this part here in green. So what I'm doing is I'm counting how many squares make up each line that I drew. So this one over here on the side is 1, 2, 3, 4 squares, and then I label it on the grid. This one here going across the shorter line that I drew, it's only 1 square, so I label it with a 1. Okay, these two numbers are going to be my leg measurements. So the longest side, or the biggest number, is side A, and the shorter one is side B. Then I use my hypotenuse shortcut. So C equals square root of a squared plus b squared. C equals square root. Now I'm going to put the numbers. Instead of A, I'm going to put 4. Oops, my pen froze. Plus, instead of B, I put a 1. And I'm going to type this into Desmos to solve. Okay, all of that. So let me go to my Desmos screen. Make sure you clear your calculator. And then we type square root 4 squared plus 1 squared. And remember I told you guys when we were working in class together, this square root line has to cover all the numbers. If it's not covering all the numbers, you're going to get the wrong answer. Okay, so just make sure that when you're typing, it's covering all of the numbers. So my answer is 4.12. So I'm going to go back to my work. And I'm going to put C equals, or the distance equals, or the length equals, whatever the problem is asking for, 4.12. And that's it. So we're using the same thing we learned last time, just on a different type of problem. Okay, so I'm going to go on to the next slide. Go ahead and pause the video. You don't have to copy the steps anymore. It's the same steps, but you do need to draw this second example. And then push play once you're ready for me to explain. All right, so again, the points are already plotted. I did that for you. We're just going to draw a right triangle now. So straight down and straight across. Okay, remember that the line they give you the first line we had there, that will always be side C, okay? And then I'm going to count the squares. Remember, I like to highlight them in different colors just because it helps you guys see how I'm counting the squares and where I'm getting that number from. Okay, so I'm going to highlight those for you. Over here in green, I have 1, 2 squares, so I'm going to label with a 2. Down here in yellow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares, so I label with a 5. And then from here, the big number is going to be A, the small number is going to be B. Okay, so I use my C shortcut. You're always going to use the C shortcut for this. A squared plus B squared. C equals square root, the big number first, so 5 squared, plus the small number second, 2 squared. And then we take this and plug it into Desmos, just like we practiced in class. So I'm going to go back to Desmos, clear my calculator, square root, and I actually forgot my numbers, so let me go back real quick. 5 and 2, okay. Remember, if you have to click back because you did what I did, you forgot the numbers, it's going to take you out of the square root. So click the left arrow to go back inside to the square root, okay. 5 squared plus 2 squared. And double check before you say that this is your answer. Make sure that it really is your answer. Okay, double check that that line goes all the way across. My answer here is 5.38. So I'm going to go back to my screen. C equals 5.38. Okay? Make sure you have all of this on your screen. Make sure you have all the work so that you don't get confused about how you got this answer. If you have to go back to the previous example to get that example in your notebook, do that now. Okay, because you'll probably still have time on the timer. And then come back to class. Don't forget to upload a picture of your notes so you get that easy 100.